Greetings, fellow explorers and captains. WULF-OF-STEEL here, playing Starfield on PS5 again, and want to just, want to clue you in on a few things. So, one of the things that always used to be a go-to for me, now I realize I've already completed 70% of all the achievements for this game, which is basically all I wanted to do. There's a few that, if you grind like hell, like religiously for who the hell knows how long you can get. I just had no interest in any of them. So at this point now, I'm just enjoying all the mods I want, and there's a pretty decent selection of them on the PS5. So one of the things that I really loved was the Vigilance mod because of the stealth armor, and I love the fact that I could be invisible. So because that comes in real handy in combat. However, fortunately, somebody created a new mod, a invisibility ring. And the cool thing about it is you're still visible to yourself, and you're still visible for missions. Like if you walk up to somebody and there's already a scripted response where, you've got to progress to the next area, they're going to see you. But enemies, just regular combat enemies, you're invisible to them. Now, obviously, if you fire a non like a non-stealth weapon, like a weapon that doesn't have a silencer, and just regular gun, the enemies will hear you and they'll focus on that. So you'll still possibly get shot. Turrets will still target you if you do something like that, because they target the noise. And of course, you can still get hit in crossfire. So, but if you just walk into an area with a bunch of dudes and you're quiet and stealthy and you're using melee like I do a lot of times, you just kill everybody there and they won't even know what happened, which is freaking awesome. I love it. So I've got this stealth ring on, and but as you can see, I'm still visible. Now, one of the reasons I want to try this out was because one thing I've noticed in the past in playing a lot of Bethesda games is nobody seems to react to you based on what you wear. So I wanted to see if wearing, because I'm doing the United Colonies Vanguard missions right now. I wanted to see if wearing the Vanguard armor will make any of the dialogue different. If they'll actually acknowledge, hey, you are a Vanguard, you're wearing a Vanguard armor. Because I think that would be really cool. That kind of acknowledgement. That would show that they're putting a little extra depth into the game, a little extra little effort in there, as opposed to, I'm just wearing whatever the F I want, and nobody seems to matter anyway. So, granted, I'm not really too thrilled with the original Vanguard armor. I think it's kind of fugly looking, to be honest. I mean, what is this thing on my chest here? What the hell is that? Like a freaking fire extinguisher? The armor kind of looks like shit. And the backpack, I actually bought that from a vendor. It's a really freaking cool one. Let me show you. Going to packs. That pack is pretty awesome. Right off the bat, it's balanced, which is, in my opinion, the best boost pack you can get. Mirrored, which means there's a chance that you'll reflect shots back at the enemies. Antiseptic, and then chameleon. Chameleon's really not doing anything for me, but overall, it's pretty awesome, and it matches the outfit perfectly. So that was a pretty awesome find for that. I'm really happy that I found that. But I'm just kind of curious to see if anybody notices anything when you're wearing this. So I'm at the moment right now delivering devils. This is where you have to go to Mars, to Sidonia, whatever Mars, and you got to start. We got to look for Dr. What's-His-Face. So first thing we got to do is go to the Trade Authority in Sidonia and go to this dude in the back.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh, not here for a delivery, are you?
Captain Ivan Vanguard, I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too.
We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
I can try and track him down for you.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
I'm not your bill collector. I just need to know how to find him.
Pity.
Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
Fair enough.
Satisfaction is.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's Vets and their kin.
I have to actually tell them I'm Vanguard. I'm wearing a Vanguard uniform. Okay, this is fucking dumb. Easy now, I'm Vanguard. Because you don't know that. Because you don't know what Vanguard looks like. Have you heard? Heard you might know where Percival Walker is. Sucks.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
Maybe he'll recognize the armor.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
I'm on official Vanguard business. I need him to look at something.
Uniform certainly looks real enough. Well then, Captain. I expect you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard, right? Like knowing, for example, what Supra et Ultra means. You remember your Vanguard motto, hmm?
Above and beyond.
I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam? A, C, D+?
Vanguard entrance exam is great.
That is right. All right, Captain. Maybe you are who you say you are. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
I'll see if I can get rid of the debt.
That's good to hear. Now, you want my opinion? Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. And one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. Now, what say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
Yeah, I always...
You, maybe Vanguard? Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
I'm going to try to.
Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
Sounds pleasantly easy.
Yeah, it does. It would be. There's just one issue. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help.
Great, great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Now, always save as often as possible. And I always still recommend having only 2 open saves. Anything else? Now that one there, that's my unmodded, or should I say vanilla modded game. So the only mods I'm running on that one are trophy-friendly mods on that one. So if I want to continue to get my achievements, I can always go back to the save, but I doubt I will, but I'm leaving it anyways, just the hell of it. I mean, once I downloaded Gorefield, and now, you know, you got those beautiful sprays of blood when you kill somebody. It's like, why would I not want that? So, yeah. I don't see myself going back to vanilla ever again. But, you know, if by some happenstance I do get that board, I still have that save. While we're chatting about mods too, being a dude, obviously, you know, I do like my ladies looking like ladies, and that's the problem with Bethesda, is you know, they've got this thing for making everybody androgynous, which is really fucking disgusting. You know, I like women with some curves. I'm not saying ridiculously over exaggerated curves, but I like women looking like women. Real women have curves, plain and simple. And then dudes looking like dudes. That's just how it should be. And there's a few mods, a few body mods that are available on the PS5. There's a few more available on the Xbox. Not a lot more, to be honest. The PS5 collection is not bad. The biggest difference between them is that there are more trophy-friendly versions of some of the mods available on the Xbox than there are on PS5. Why they haven't been ported over yet, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe obviously it's been 3 years since this game's been out on the Xbox, so maybe a lot of the modders have already moved on and aren't even doing anything in Starfield anymore. But, you know, if they're looking to make a name for themselves, they might want to reconsider, because, you know, now that it's been released on the PS5, there's a whole new generation of Starfield fans out here eating it up. And honestly, I think the game is doing even better on the PlayStation than it ever did on the Xbox, to be honest with you. And I honestly like playing it on the PlayStation better than on the Xbox. There's a lot of the controls for to me work better on the PlayStation than they do on the Xbox version. So, but anyway, so when it comes to body mods or beautification mods, if you want to call it that, the Milky Way Vixens is a good one. However, it crashes the game a lot. And number one, and number two, it's kind of weird the way it makes a lot of the women's bodies. It gives them these tiny pencil-sized waists, and then these gigantic dump truck-sized hips. And I'm not really about that life. That's not me. I'm not a big fan of the Kardashians. So I recommend Zone's Beautiful Body, ZBB. Zone 79 is very, very, very well-known modder for Starfield. He's made a lot of fantastic mods. Totally support that modder. And the ZBB figure is just it's an enhancement over the vanilla. So like the women are slightly bustier, but not overly done it. The hips, the curves are slightly more feminine, but not overly done it. But they don't look like stick figure androgynous, anorexic chicks anymore. The women look like women, and the dudes look like dudes, which is how it should be. Okay? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's with Bethesda and their sick freaking androgynous shit, but it's really pissing me off. Anyway, so Zone's Beautiful Bodies. I would recommend, I think I pretty much recommend everything made by Zone 79. Speaking of which, that gets me to the next thing, which is weapons. Some of the best weapons in the game, in my opinion, are made by Zone 79. I've got 3 of them with me now. Actually, 4. This one here, the Ryujin Cutlass. Freaking awesome. It's got the Ryujin symbol on it. And this thing's a badass melee weapon. Moon Prayer, which is a fantastic crossbow, basically, which is sweet because it doesn't make any noise. And obviously, if you upgrade it, it's freaking powerful as hell. And then there's this badass here. This is the best rifle in the game, especially once you get a suppressor on it. I don't have the skills yet for that, but when I do, I'm definitely going for this because this thing highlights living enemies. So this is a freaking awesome weapon here. And then this badass here, this super drum beat. What's so super about this? It's got this Tesla ability, so it electrifies things when you shoot it. This thing wastes freaking terramorphs. This thing wastes terramorphs like nothing else. Just don't shoot this anywhere near your companions or near friendlies, because the Tesla arcs from this weapon will hit them, and that's going to be a problem. You don't want that to happen. So, and then there's this badass, the Palomino. This is one of the Laredo guns. And love this freaking gun. This gun's freaking awesome for long-range shots, for sniping. Obviously, I'm going to need to get a suppressor on this one, too, but pretty sweet. And I got Hiller's cutter. Hiller ain't using it no more. But, yeah, pretty cool there. So, okay. So now, what am I doing here, by the way? See that real region symbol? Awesome. And like I said, let me show you the ring. So, you don't actually get to see it, but it goes under apparel. And there it is, Ultimate Stealth Ring. As long as you wear that, you can just walk right up to enemies. They won't know you're there. So, abandoned mines. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So, yeah, this place is inhabited with spacers.
You can be the one
Oh, see what I'm talking about? Look at that. That's beautiful. All that blood shooting out of his body. That's freaking awesome. All right. Yeah, I'll take that. Anything else up here? What's this? No, I don't use grenades. Take those though. Oh, hey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's got a Palomino. Alright. More. Now, by the way, if you... Oh, yeah. Look at that. And I can make this happen to this guy, too. Just clink, clink. Yep, there we go. Oh, it's so beautiful. Where did it come from? Alright, that's not working, so I'm going to do this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anything else I need here? Anything? No, probably not. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, okay. No, take that. Oh, zero wire. Yep. Love those. Now you're probably thinking, well, you know, if you're using mods, why are you bothering with picking up resources? You can just materialize them with one of your, like with the cheat menu or some shit like that. I don't recommend doing that. For some reason, if you use like the cheat terminal to materialize resources, it crashes the game. When it comes to cheat terminal, the only things I recommend using the cheat terminal for are giving yourself credits. That seems to be fine, so you can do that. And like medical stuff, like or drugs, like junk flush, Paramore, stuff like that. Just don't overdo it. Give yourself like 10 or 20 at a time. But and then the other cheats like zero fall damage is what I use, and what's another one? Infinite carrying weight is a big one. So yeah, you can use those, but don't use it to give yourself resources. For whatever reason, it doesn't actually crash the game, but what'll happen is you'll get this bug where it doesn't let you save the game. And it's basically the same as a crash at that point. So I don't know what the hell it is, but I just noticed it whenever I use the terminal to give myself resources. So as a result, you're just going to have to pick them up old school. Now, you could, and I've done this, and it's worked, and it hasn't caused any problems. You could just give yourself credits and then go to somewhere like Jameson Surplus and buy all their resources, and then just, and do it that way. You could do that. But I think maybe the crash happens because the game's, engine is tracking how much of everything is in the world. So then if you go around and give yourself a couple hundred extra resources of things that came out of nowhere, I think that confuses the game engine, and that's what causes that problem. That's just an opinion of mine, but it makes sense to me. So, anyways. But yeah, so... Spacers. There's one. That caught somebody's attention. Interesting. Oh, there's one. There's one. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah. Okay. Another one. I like Equinoxes, they suck. But whatever. Shit, we're those shots. Oh, damn, okay. Let's see what's in here. Master lock, shit, I'm not good enough for that yet. Ah. Yeah, baby. Hell. Oh, they're in that locked room. Oh, I'll have to worry about that then, because I can't get to them. They can't get to me.
You got lucky this time.
Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. Anything else? Oh, you know what? I'll show you what I was talking about as far as you use a weapon that's not silenced, that you kind of give yourself away. Give yourself away. Alright, so here we go. Bang. Shit. Yeah. This actually works out okay. Nice. Hit him hard. See, they have a general idea where the shots are coming from, but yeah. Alright, let's try my other one. Nice. Okay. Empty safe, that's lame. That one empty too? Nope. Couple. Let's see. Nope. That sucks. Okay. Let's try this then. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Oh, sweet. Yeah, books. Obviously, you can sell them. You know that, but I prefer to give them the Cora. I'd rather get that little extra XP boost because she gives the XP for every book you give her. It's not huge, but it's something. And I don't know. I kind of like it. That's what I do with the books. So. Let's have some OJ. Oh, another chest, whatever. Oh, master safe. Yeah, I don't put it. Crap. Alright, anyways. Is this the right way? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna save again. I know better. So, okay, so far one character acknowledged that I'm wearing my Vanguard uniform, so that's cool. So I'm hoping others do too. Yeah. Now sometimes you can get the ballista back, kind of like in Skyrim, getting arrows back. So that's pretty cool. Oh, it's a chance. Obviously, you're not going to get everyone back, but which is a good thing because there's ballistas are not a lot of vendors carry them, and even the ones that do, you're only going to get a handful of them. Oops. God damn it! Just gave up 2 for nothing.
I did.
There we go. That's the captain too. Why he's got so much goodies on him. Crap. Thank you. Just throwing shit at me. Oh, is that ammo? Yeah. Also, if you weren't aware, Zone 79 is the guy that has created the mod that makes the spacers look different. That's what I'm using right now, and I freaking love their outfits. They're really cool looking, way better than the base game. So that's another one I recommend. The hell? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna blow that shit up.
Show your face around here again.
It's weird. That's not working. Let's try a different gun. Oh. That's very strange that fuel tank isn't blown up. Must be some kind of game bug. going to talk to him just yet. I want to make sure I grab that key. What the fuck is the key? Oh, I think it's in here. Yeah, there it is. Sometimes I forget to grab that and then I panic and can't find my way out. There's your fucking helmet. There's other crap. There's another. There we go. That's the other container. This has got the good shit. Reactive UC combat spacesuit. Sweet. I'll check that out in a minute. Alright. So I got.
Hello? Oh, took care of the spacers, huh? Oh, good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Good thing is you don't need to necessarily know that password to do the job. It just automatically assumes that you've already got it. So I'm going to put Heller's cutter to use here.
Password accepted. Initiating analysis. Compound analysis complete. Adding to existing notation. Copy. Process complete. You may collect your documentation.
Go talk to the dude again.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the Thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Well, this health's kind of low. Right now. You definitely want to do what I just did. You want to grab that key and you want to take the elevator to the surface. Otherwise, you're going to have to haul your way all the way back through that shit. No freaking thank you. Because we're going to need to come back through here for a later part of the mission when we actually go looking for Percival. So, sweet. Now, there's one more thing while I'm here. Let me just open up my scanner again. Other than the caves, greenhouse farm, cave again. Let's open up the map. So I think, I'm not entirely certain, but I think that this structure here is where you find the Mars rover, which is a really freaking awesome vehicle. And it's free. And it's like my favorite vehicle in the game, to be honest with you. So I'm going to check that out real quick. Just for the hell of it. So it's not there. It's past this cave. So Yeah, I'm gonna keep my scanner open just because I'm trying to complete my study of Mars, and I believe all I need to do is, according to this, I need to find the three other resources to, still have all four, and that should do it. If not, I think I also have to check out one of these other spots on the map. But yeah, abandoned research tower. I'll bet you that's where it is. I'll be kind of upset if it's not. Because then I'll wonder where the hell the damn thing is. That's crazy though. I'm freaking checking out all this area. Oh, here's a resource. Okay, so it's about to say, I can't believe that I haven't found more than one resource, but that's how it goes sometimes when you're exploring these planets. You've got to kind of... But you know what? This is a really cool looking place, though. Mars is awesome. I mean, it's kind of bleak and empty, but... There we go. Unexplored geological feature. I think that's another thing that you have to check out to get to complete the survey of Mars. I'm pretty sure. So, but first, I want to see if that Mars rover thing is over here, because that thing's awesome. Pipelines looks to be. Could that be it? Could that be? No. It's not even a vehicle. It's a bunch of boxes. Okay. Oh, another resource. The resource. Sweet. Now I'm up to 3. That's cool. Shit. Okay, so this is not where the rover is. Man, that blows. I could, of course, probably go to YouTube and find out where the fucking thing is, but... Honestly, I'm not even sure if I want to even bother looking for the 4th resource right now, because that shit does get boring. I mean, if you get a completed survey, you can sell them to Vladimir at the Eye, and he'll give you a chunk of change for it. But on the other hand, if you're using mods, you might say to yourself, well, what the hell's the point? I can give myself credits anytime I need them. Which is, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Where the frick is? How to get back to Sidonia? This ain't it. Oh, wait a minute. I think it might be back here. Yep. Okay. Okay.
spit on, topple, or curse at the advertising unit. Thank you for your consideration.
Okay.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
Give it a whirl, sure.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever wanna try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Was there something else?
I have a business proposal for you, a lucrative one.
I'm never one to turn away an opportunity. But I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
A chem made from aqueous hematite. I call it pick-me-up.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before. And exactly what does this new drug of yours do?
Makes your miners more efficient. I've got the data here to prove it.
An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard.
I've already cleared them out. Won't cost you a credit to get started.
Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
I want you to clear Percival's debt.
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped.
Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the Authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
And there you have it. Obviously, there's more to do from here, but this is all we're going to do on this little moment of today's adventure. Appreciate you tuning in. And please share some adventures of your own.
All in the comfort of your own home.
Until next time.
Put your children on the right path to success.